Yes, everybody, YouTube gang, how's it going? Hope you've had a good week of trading. A little bit delayed with this weekly forecast breakdown video. I was busy yesterday, so I didn't manage to get it filmed. Sat here with the Starbucks. It's 10 to 10 in the morning on Monday. Markets are open, so we can have a little bit of a look, see what's going on. We had a bit of a busy news week last week with inflation, CPI, PPI, all this sort of stuff. So I didn't actually take a single setup last week, not one, which I wasn't overly sort of fussed about. I was happy to kind of be out of the markets when markets are moving the way they've been moving. It's one of those. It's picking your times wisely, and don't get me wrong. Like I've said in many videos, I think the younger generation aren't going to understand this, but you should be leading with quality over quantity. It doesn't matter if you are not in the markets every single day, but making sure that the setups you are taking are at the best of the quality, if you know what I mean. You're going for the best moves, you're waiting for the right opportunities, all of this sort of stuff. And just none of those presented themselves last week. It's one of them, it happens. I'm not too sort of fussed by having a week of not trading, you know, but it's making people understand that sometimes it's not the best thing to do. Especially like, I saw in the investment group, people trying to trade on a Friday afternoon, sending setups out, and the first one not really hitting TP1, second one getting stopped out, and I just, I'd have cutoff points, but that's me. But yeah, in regards to sort of what's coming up this week, we've got interest rate, Fed interest rate. So that is coming out on Wednesday. We got retail sales tomorrow, and let's just have a look actually at what we've got coming out. Okay, so we've got retail sales tomorrow and inflation rate on Wednesday for British pound. Looks to be staying the same. So I never like it when it's the numbers aren't changing, because you can't really dictate. It's a bit of a gamble on what's going to happen. If it's going to stay the same, is that a good thing or is it a bad thing? I've always seen it just not really do much. When stuff is unchanged, it just continues on its journey. And then, yeah, we've got the Fed interest rate. Now, it looks to be lowering by 25 basis points, i.e. 25, 5.5 to 5.25, so it's cutting 25 off. Which is one of them. It's not a massive drop, but we will see it move. So we could see dollar gain some strength, I think. But again, it is just waiting, because that 5.25 might not actually be the case. It might be 5. There might be 50 basis points that they're going to do, and the market will just cause a fuckery. But yeah, GBP inflation rate and then interest rate on Thursday. So, you've got two big things there for GBP retail sales as well. So I'm already kind of going, I don't really want to be in many of my normal pairs that I trade, because it is just a heavy news week. And, it's one of them. You get into your setups. Like next week, Tuesday, not much news. You can kind of go, right, okay, not much news, not much volatility. I can start to mark out some levels of where I am looking to get in. Wednesday, new home sales, not really much. You can easily, again, have a look. And then you got GDP rate on Thursday. So, there's plenty of opportunities to get in, but when it is news days like this or coming up, I tend to just be a little bit reformed. Okay, not looking to put much risk, or if I am putting in a setup or I am trading myself, it's for a very, very small move, very, very small move. I do have algorithms that are running all the time. Those last week, I think the first kind of loss week that this one is a crazy strat, so it over risks a lot. That's down 10%. The gold strat lost, I think, 8%. So yeah, it was a bit of a lost week, but it's just a lost week. Do you know what I mean? Overall, for the month, we're still up. I know it's only 0.65%, but we're still up for the month. And that's the way you've got to look at it. Even if you had a lost week, because algorithms can have a lost week, they can have lost days. It's not a lost week as in like the whole entire week, but one or two lost days on the strategies, they can equivalent to a lost week. But it doesn't mean that every single day was a loss. So yeah, it's one of those. But again, I just leave some of them that are testing just to see how they actually react through news, if they're ones that I need to actually manage and turn off. And it appears that some of those ones, yes, I do need to turn off and manage, because these were triggered by news, and news hit those to stop out. So it's one of those. Is what it is. Yeah. With my pairs at the moment, I had GBPCAD that I was looking to sell from this sort of area. When you've got price action like this, right, guys, and even after 5-6 years, I can't read price action like this on the daily time frame. I just can't. This is just unreadable price action. And these are daily candles, so they're not 5 minute and 1 minute before scalpers go, oh, well, I can do this. You're not sat here looking for 24 hours for a daily candle to form. Do you know what I mean? You're kind of going, right, okay, that there, nice bearish engulfing candle that took out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're moving to the downside. Within that candle, I'm looking for a retest of this level to then potentially go down. What did we do? The next daily candle, we took out that candle. Then this candle, we fucking did this. And it gets to a point where you look at a pair and you go, is it really worth having this in my arsenal? Probably not. Because it just doesn't move that nice. Do you know what I mean? It looks okay, but sometimes when you've got shit like this and you've got shit like this, it's just not. It's not the one to be in. I think this is probably going to push from. This is a monthly high here. I think here, yeah, monthly high here, and I reckon that is going to be the target point up here for GBPCAD. So it's one of those. I might just wait and see, but there's really not been any opportunity for me to kind of get in to this. GBPUSD, we had a nice close below the EMAs, but we've just come straight back up, and again that was due to inflation. So again, are we looking to push back up into the highs? Possibly. I know a lot of my algo guys will be happy about that, because the algo is still holding some buys, so that could be on the cards. But yeah, there's really not holding anything anymore. USD CAD, we closed out of that. Maybe a potential, but really not. I mean, again, this price action's just not nice. NZD CADs, again, it's just a sideways market, right? And this is not what we get into. This is not what we trade, sideways market. Gold, before anybody fucking, you like, look, uh, it's basically a rerun of the video that I made. Let me go back in August time. I know I made a video in July time. You are in territory unknown. So stop trying to trade it. Every single candle is a new all-time high. Every single candle, new all-time high. And you can't guess where it's going. Like, your guess could be 26,000. Sorry, $2,600 per ounce. Might not stop there. Might continue. This is I would love to be a fly on the wall in some of these groups that were renowned for being amazing gold groups. Your Gunters and stuff like that, who were amazing gold traders. I'd be interested to see how they are in this situation, where gold is just continuing to push, and I bet you they're guessing the highs. They're going, right, sell now. Right, sell now. Stop out, stop out, stop out. Or they've just got ridiculous R to R, like, 20 pip take profit for 100 pip stop loss or something like that. Maybe. But yeah, again, with gold, just wait. Wait until it finds... You've got to wait for price to essentially find an area where it is struggling, where it's doing this. It's just it's struggling, and maybe it has a whip up, right? Close below, retest, and then we start to look to find the floor. I mean, the most logical area for it to retest is around 25.30. So that is where I would be looking for a potential retest and then maybe a continuation. But again, price has got to fall a long, long way for it to retest 25.30. But this is no different to where we were back when it broke out at $2,000 an ounce. Look, it just did this. It just did this. Levels left to be retested at some point, but when that point is, we don't know. And that's kind of like, I'm not going to bait anybody out here, but some of the questions I get asked on a day-to-day basis, or some of the things things that I get sent, my God, like, trading's not easy, guys. Okay, trying to think that it is a mistake. Trying to think that you've got the holy grail of strategy, again, is incorrect, because there will be periods where your strategy is just not working on the pair that you're used to trading. So you need to either find another pair that's fixing to your rules or your strategy or your confluences, or take the week off from trading that pair. Trading without stop losses. The funny thing is, being back in the investment group, doing the educational stuff that I used to do, I've now reopened myself up to all of the messages that I used to endure 4 or 5 months ago, which was just people blowing their accounts, over leveraging their accounts, taking their own setups, taking their stop losses off, and all this, that, and the third, and just being idiots. And again, I have to kind of answer the questions. I have to facilitate some of the people, but it doesn't half just revolving door syndrome, where I'm just seeing people just doing the same thing. And the fact that I'm posting in there like YouTube videos about how to scale off 50% or TP1, move to stops the break entry, break even, all this sort of stuff. They're all on MT. Like all my YouTube videos have got that sort of stuff in. So just you've got the content there to watch. So watch it. That's why I do it. I don't do it for any other reason. I don't have ads on here, so I'm not making money off of any of these videos. So it's not like I'm doing it for the ad revenue, just talking bollocks. I do it because it's a place where you can get some form of education for the thing that you're looking to put your money into. But yeah, that is about it. The only other announcement that I've got is that I am starting up my own PAM account. Not doing a Donvo, though, before anybody comes across and says, oh no, you're looking to... So I had this in the pipeline for the last couple of weeks. It's just taken a bit of time. So I've set that up and that is ready. There are a few rules and regulations to get involved in it. But if you are interested in joining the automation algo group, where the PAM information is in, then drop me a message on Instagram. I'll send you the Telegram channel, or I might just link it in this video. I think maybe I can do that. I don't know. And yeah, all the information will be in there. Basically, it's just trades that I take on a weekly basis. They're not going to be every single day because I don't trade like that. So it is just somewhere that if you want to put your money and have it traded for you, risked properly, then you can do so. No algorithms involved, none of that stuff. So it's just me. But yeah, that is about it, guys, for the weekly breakdown, weekly forecast. Haven't really got much until we see what interest rate comes out like. Then it's going to be a little bit easier to go with where we're going or understand where we are going in the market. But yeah, that's it from me, guys. See you in the next one.